Okay, so let's get personal. What has this to do with your life? What are some of those things that you would want to tell a story about today? And as we did before, I think I'm going to give you time now to just talk amongst yourselves, and I'll talk a little bit more to our audience and our viewers while you do that. Okay, so we have a lot of stuff to chew on here. Second chakra, sacrum issues, this whole business, I think, of relationships is really a hot topic. Why do you choose the people you choose? What does that have to do with the way that you were brought up? What does that have to do with whether or not you trust yourself in order to choose people who are appropriate for you? Do you have enough self-confidence? We get into the third chakra here, and self-esteem issues and so forth. Again, moving up the chakras. But what is it about the second chakra that really rings true for you? Are you feeling that you have problems in sexuality? Do you have gender issues or confusion around gender? Were you born a girl, but did you grow up feeling like your family didn't really accept that and they wanted you to be a boy? They wanted you to be strong and they're able to go out and do sports and so forth, and here you were. Like in so many cultures, the girls were not valued. Were you valued as a girl, or were you expected to be something else? What about the expectations put up on you as a boy or as a man? There's a huge expectation as a breadwinner or a supporter of the family financially. I know growing up we didn't have a lot of money. My mom had to save and scrimp. She had to hide the fact that she had money put aside. She felt like she had to beg or plead with my father in order to get any extra money. When you grow up in an environment like that, these things filter down through the generations, and subconsciously you're picking up all of those feelings and so forth. I have always felt that there wasn't enough, that I had to struggle in order to survive, that perhaps I couldn't provide. And it wasn't until I was divorced and on my own financially that I really came to appreciate the huge responsibility it is for a breadwinner, maybe whether it's a female or a male. I never appreciated fully what it was like to get up every day, spend 7, 8, 10 hours on a job maybe that you didn't like, that you actually hated, and bring home the bacon, so to speak, and maybe not bring home enough money in order to support your family. These are very, very huge issues. Again, the feeling of impotency involved in that. There's also issues we haven't talked about sexual impotency. Are you able to make yourself vulnerable to another person? Are you able to perform sexually? Are you embarrassed about your body? Do you have a poor body image? Do you want to be able to be close to people but are ashamed for whatever reason about your body? I can remember being told things about my physical body by the young men that I was dating at the time that left a lasting impression upon me. And they were silly things, like, you know, maybe you have hair in the wrong places, or that you think is in the wrong place, or too much hair or not enough hair, or, you know, you're not smooth, or whatever it is. Your stomach is too fat, or there are things about you that you feel like you have to hide for whatever reason. These are all second chakra issues, and again, very powerful, potent ones that need to be dealt with if you're going to have lasting and rewarding relationships with yourself and with others.
Character, and then we'll just.
Again, there's a feeling that we don't talk about a lot, but it has to do with this whole sense of not being truthful, or denial, or lying about what's real and what isn't real. And that happens in families over and over again who struggle with addictions. And as Anna has brought out earlier, you know, people drink, they drug, they have inappropriate sex, they gamble, they even get high from shopping or hoarding because there's not something that's being truthfully acknowledged. And so therefore they self-soothe. It's a type of nurturing, but a negative one. They self-soothe by turning to those external things rather than digging deep within themselves and acknowledging and confronting those things which they're most afraid of. And our fears stem from things like not being accepted, not being loved, not being acknowledged, not being heard, not being appreciated, not being valued. All of those things build up then into self-denial, an erasing of the self, a disappearing of the self, which literally happened again to me as I was growing up, and that I've been constantly continuing to work on even through this coursework of not abandoning myself, of being there, of showing up, of standing up for myself, of not disappearing. So again, all of these things, where all of the chakras are interrelated, and you can't really separate any of them out into one particular area. And we do that just for the convenience of being able to talk about them a little better and understand them a little better, and hopefully address what needs to be done in order to heal.